Hi, my name is Aslan, and today I'll be briefly explaining to you about my personal project, which is coding. The first thing that comes to your mind when I say the word coding is probably just sitting in front of the computer and typing all day long to create some websites. Well, from my perspective, coding isn't only about use typing some codes in order to create some websites or applications. It's also about using your creativity to look from different angles, different perspectives in order to solve your issues in the code, which requires critical thinking skills. And that is what I've done through all my projects. As you may see from the website that I created, the first thing that the user will see when they enter the website is some pictures of different species of animals, which might inspire them to, to look forward to enter these pages. In fact, you may see that the website consists of three pages: the home, petition, and our contacts. And as we point to these petition and our contacts, you may see how the color changes. Next, we talk about the factors that cause habitat loss, and we explain the whole process with supported facts. Therefore, we talk about the habitat loss and how the mining might cause it. Next, in petition page, we talk about how the whole thing works. We explain how. Consequently, we move to the next page, which is petition. As you may see, at first, we explain the steps of how to fill in the sign-up form, the petition. This will help us to raise awareness about the habitat loss and try to prevent it, which is one of the main purposes of creating this website. As you may see, we can fill this in, and when you write the password, you press remember me. When you submit, we uh, thank the user for helping us to raise awareness about the global issue, the habitat destruction, and that we appreciate his actions on preventing the issue. And next, we have another page, which is our contacts. This enables the users to contact me more easily. This in the map I have put my location. Next, I ask them to fill in the form as in the previous one. They fill in the email. If they have any suggestions, they write it, and then we write send, and again we thank them for this. And as you may see, the website raises awareness about habitat destruction. It explains the process, the causes, and it explains the users how we can prevent it. Furthermore, you might wonder, where are the codes of this website? Well, the way to look at it is Alt Command Console if you're in Mac, and if you're in Windows, you press Shift Control C. And as you may see, these are the elements, the codes. However, the original code that's more easier to look at is in Visual Studio Code. As you may see, these are the codes of the home page and the home CSS. The HTML is basically the structure, the things, the text that will be in the website. However, the CSS is the design of the website. The margin, the vertical outline, if the text should be in middle, and etc. And as you may see, these are the links. And you might wonder, how do I link this HTML to CSS? Well, this is the we copied the link of this CSS page, and as you may see, these are linked. And I also used JavaScript here. These are the codes, and this is the JavaScript that I use. We just enter script and we start typing in it. I had a lot of difficulties in it. Although this learning JavaScript wasn't one of my goals, it was my prior knowledge about the coding language. So I decided to use it in my website. And these pictures are formed by using JavaScript codes, as you may see here. Moreover, this is the CSS of home page. You may see how I added a background color for each part. But this part is green, this part is blue with a background image. As you may see, the next part is petition HTML and petition CSS. I did the same thing by linking the HTML and the CSS. I used this href, which links these pages of the website. And as you may see, these are the input type email, input type text, and at last, when we press the submit button, this is the link that helps me. This is the code that helps me to send the user to thank you part, to thank you page, and this is the CSS of it. Furthermore, we may see the contacts part, and this is the iframe SRC that a code that I used to show my location in there, which will enable the users to contact me more easily. And this is the CSS, the design of the contact us page. And at last, this is the thank you page, which will send the user to this page after pressing the submit button. And this is the CSS page of it. So we are here in petition HTML page, and this is one of the parts that I struggled the most and was the most challenging parts. And I used my critical thinking skills in order to solve this issue. I looked at it from different angles. As you may see, I put ID password in order to show in website in an ID form, not in a letter form when we type the password. And before that, I didn't know that, and at last I figured out how to write this. And whenever I tried to do it, it didn't work. Moreover, one of the most challenging parts was creating divs and closing the divs. The main function of the div is to basically group the different codes, which enables us to give different functions for each part of the code. And I had difficulties in closing them for each one. Let's say we have a container here, which is the biggest div of the whole page of the petition, and I closed it here at last. So here I used my critical thinking skills, which helped me a lot to solve these issues.